Okay, we should be good to go now. I had to restart the stream to make sure it went out everywhere.
Okay, so we are live now?
Yes.
Perfect. All right, well, everybody, welcome back to the PVL Season 2. We are in the middle of Week 4. We did have to postpone a week due to some technical issues on Facebook's side. Unfortunately, authentication service was down for a majority of AOV players last week. We had to postpone the matches, but we do have some exciting content here for you tonight, and we're looking forward to getting into these games here very shortly. Right now, we've got an exhibition match between Non-Toxic Esports and Executie coming up here in a moment. Unfortunately, veniVidivici had to forfeit due to roster issues. They were unable to field a roster, so we'll be having a little bit of an entertaining match for you guys coming up here shortly, and then we will jump right into the remainder of the action for tonight. We've got 3 matchups scheduled for tonight, which will be Yugen Dynasty Alpha versus 5 Kings coming up at 8 p.m. Central. We have the 9 p.m. Central GMB versus Infamous, and we have the 10 p.m. BMGaming versus Assassin Squad. A highly anticipated game. I'm really looking forward to seeing that one. Community, what about you?
Same here. I've been watching a couple of their streams so far, playing, and just the picks they've been bringing out and how they're playing them makes me very excited to see tonight. And I don't want to spoil too much, but there are some tanks that are gone into the jungle who I haven't seen before that are doing really well right now.
Interesting. Would you be able to elaborate?
Yeah, sure. I've seen a Wonder Woman in the jungle, which is doing great against the Quillen and the DRCs that are trying to burst out the enemy teams. You know, it gives a humongous shield, and the clear time is actually pretty fast compared to other heroes.
Wonder Woman has been a very interesting change to the meta. She's always been a relatively strong hero in the side lane, but she kind of fell out of place for opting on other more versatile picks when compositions were changing and more focused towards assassinations or rotating. But seeing her go into the jungle, she's never actually been quite that bad at jungle. She's got a very quick clear time, and her early game is extremely strong. So if you can land those lassos, then you've got a really good opportunity to really deal some damage to the enemy. I'm curious to see if they'll end up pulling that out tonight.
And then one more new mage in the jungle as well that I've seen personally do amazing work would be Sephora in the jungle, and she's just been demolishing the games I've been in.
Now I have not seen Sephora in jungle at all.
It is very strong.
Very entertaining that we're seeing mages go into the jungle as well as these different non-meta picks. I'm very familiar with Tulin and Darcy jungle, but I have never seen a Sephora go into the jungle until you just said that, actually.
Yep, and it's very strong too. Her wave clear isn't that bad early, but towards the mid game, she's just like 2-shot in camps. So it's really scary to think about that.
Yeah. Huh. So Sephora, I guess, is now the global flex pick, being able to do both mid support and jungle at the same time.
That is true.
It does look like everybody is in the lobby, so we're going to get their position situated, and then we will be ready to go. So coming into this 4th week, we are almost at the halfway point for the PVL regular season. How do you think teams are performing right now? What do you expect teams to be ending up in the standings as we approach the second half of the season?
Well, we've been seeing a lot of game threes, not a lot of game threes lately, but a lot of blowouts in the earlier season. But I'm hoping to see a lot more game threes with the meta shifts and having such a versatile pick and ban phase now. Hopefully we can see more stronger picks coming out. But I do want to see either BMGaming or the 5 Kings make it all the way. And we are into the pick and bans.
Yep, it does look like that. We are underway with game 1. So for pick and bans, it's probably going to be... I want to say it's going to be a little bit more of an interesting pick considering all of these new heroes that are super strong, especially with this new system where you only have 2 bans in the first half. Who do you think they're going to have to prioritize? Do you think a Hayate ban is going to come out? Well, actually, they can't play Hayate, so we'll have to keep that under wraps.
So definitely the Fortino and either try to get the Elsu on the blue side or force the ban to come out on the red side. but that would in turn leave the Richter and Talianis up for the red team. So they'd be very careful for that first round.
And as I say that, I should correct myself. Since this is an exhibition match, Hayate should be available for them to play and test out if they want. So we might see some Hayate gameplay tonight, even though the normal league matches will not be able to utilize that hero until next week.
Yeah, and he's actually really strong right now and balanced, even though he doesn't crit with his ability one right now.
Well, from what I've seen, it's either he's very strong or he's a detriment to your team.
Yes.
Obviously, with him being out for a little over a week now, players are still trying to get used to his kit. And since there's a lot of skill shots in there, a lot of people are having a little trouble with the mechanical ability.
But yeah, I think the biggest issue for him now is that bug with his crit ability on one. So he's not able to crit and use his true damage to the full extent that he has it. And once that gets fixed, I think it's going to be a very big menace on the map.
Definitely. The true damage alone already makes him an extremely strong in the late game. His scaling is quite good. I think if they fix the crit... Now, the true damage portion of the crit won't be impacted too much because I believe you can only crit up to a maximum of 100% increased AD, and so the true damage... I don't know if that's actually going to impact it too much, but the fact that he's not critting right now and he still deals massive amounts of damage, if they fix that bug, he's going to be very bannable.
Yes, definitely. So we have the blue side here, NTG, with their first pick now. With the Elsu and Florentino off the map, the RC will be picked up, and this has been a very strong jungle pick here. He has amazing wave clear time and easily able to get through the jungle towards the mid game.
Yeah, he hasn't been utilized too much in the mid lane since people started pushing him into the jungle, but we might end up seeing him pull out a flex pick. We don't know for certain. He's got Flicker on him right now, but he may end up getting traded to one of the other members. Sephiroth, in the meantime, getting picked up on the side of Executie, and with Elsu being